The Norman Rockwell image of home comes front and center this time of year, but let's face it, as we age, what we want in home can change. And if you're considering making a move to senior living, our next guest would love to talk with you. Heather Reynolds joins us this morning from Ashwood Square in East Brainerd. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I think it's appropriate that you're wearing something nice and bright this morning because that's what it feels like when you walk into Ashwood Square.
It does. It's a very inviting environment.
Very cheery.
Yep.
So you were sharing something interesting with me. You said that often people will talk about the benefits of assisted living because if that's a need that you have, of course you've got to go seek that out. Sometimes independent living on the senior side is more elective.
Yes.
But there are great benefits there.
Yes, it's definitely completely different than assisted living or memory support. Independent living is a choice that people make. Our independent residents could live in their home perfectly fine by themselves, but they choose independent living for the benefits it has, such as socialization and nutritious meals and those types of things.
The environment, just like your home, stimulates you, right? If you're lucky, you have a favorite view that you love, or the way the light comes in the kitchen in the morning, or whatever it might be. So y'all have done that. You've tried to recreate that at Ashwood Square. One thing I think you're known for is your apartments are quite large.
Yes, people do say that, I've noticed, that are touring around at different communities. They do comment that ours are large.
Which is helpful because downsizing is one thing, going into a little bitty box is something entirely different.
Exactly, and there's one thing that I always tell people to kind of keep in mind, because usually most people are coming from these very large houses or homes, is that apartment is not your only living space. You have a dining room and a library and a billiards room, and they're not designed for you to really stay in that space 24 hours a day.
Okay, and that sounds easy, but it's a little bit like, for some people, especially if you go alone into independent living, it's almost like your first day on campus as a college freshman all over again.
It is.
So you try to make sure that there are activities around and inviting things for them just to kind of casually come and be a part of.
Well, yeah, and everybody's been there. All of the other residents have been, the first
they've
been
walked
their
your
first
walk.
time, And so we do have an ambassadors program that's great for new residents to kind of hook them up with maybe some more active residents to kind of show them the ropes and get them involved. So,
do you find? We're watching, I think this is your movie theater. It might not be. Is that your movie theater?
That is the movie theater, yes.
I mean, that's second to none.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I would fall asleep watching a movie in there.
I would too. I would get a blanket and come down there and get my own little couch and, just hang out.
So talk a little bit though about those benefits that people find when they come, because I would imagine that within a week or two, they often catch themselves saying, I didn't really realize how much I missed friends.
Yeah, that's totally how it is. I mean, a lot of people view moving into a community as giving up their independence in a way, when actually it's the exact opposite. Typically as we age and we stay in our homes, we become more reliant on other people to do things for us, whether it be yard work or take us to the store, and you just become more dependent, and the world becomes a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Whereas a community like this, it's vibrant, it's active, it keeps you active, and you actually are able to remain independent quite a bit longer.
We're coming into a season where families are going to be together.
Yes.
Adult children are going to come home and they're going to maybe see some things, and just having the conversation can sometimes be difficult. Can they just come by and take a visit?
Yes, and what you were saying about people that have been there a couple weeks, kind of thinking, oh, I had no idea what this is. A tour is a wonderful way to get maybe a parent or a loved one who's nervous and scared and maybe doesn't have the right perception of what independent living is, to show them, oh wow, this is not what I thought it was. This is great. So
if they do sign up and they say, I think I want to give this a try, is there a long time commitment? Is it month to month?
It's month to month, just month to month, because health needs change, and so we are trying to be adaptable.
Okay, on that side of things, because you are independent living, but health needs do change. So do you have physical therapists who come by or nurse practitioners who come by?
We do have a therapy office that is on site. They're not part of our company, but that is there. However, we are independent living. We don't have any medical staff per se, but we do encourage our residents to age in place. And so they are welcome and encouraged to bring in outside caregivers if they need some help, medication management, things like that.
You're also super convenient because you're right there off of Shallowford Road.
Yeah.
So Erlanger East is right there, Memorial's East Campus Hospital right
Yes.
there. Every doctor's office has an office on Gun Barrel.
I know.
And then do y'all do, I'm sure you do like excursions, but then do you also take people to appointments if they need it?
Doctor's appointments. We take them to doctor's appointments. We, we do have social activities that we do as well. But most of our residents still drive and maintain their daily lives. Some even still work.
Yeah.
And for those residents that do have cars, we offer valet parking, which is super nice.
Oh, that's nice. So somebody else can park it when it's raining.
Just drive up to the door. Yeah.
Not bad at all. So you can drive up to the door. It's Ashwood Square.
Yes.
Their address we're going to show you on the screen. It would be a great idea if you wanted to call and make an appointment simply because they'll have time carved out for you. But you're always welcome to drop by.
Exactly.
They
yes.
do not mind. Their counter is not going to be dusty.
Nope.
668-0037 is the phone number. rlcommunities.com. It's part of a group, but it's the RL is like resort living or something, right?
Resort lifestyle.
See, because you're going to feel like you're on vacation
Yep,
every day.
That's the point.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.